Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Zombie Cigar Reviews. It's Zombie James Chris. Today we've got this Estaban Carreras Chupacabra. So let's take a look at what we'll be smoking. Alright, so you can see it has a nice dark wrapper on it. 2 bands. Has a pigtail. And also a closed foot. So the name of it is the Chupacabra. It's by Estaban Carreras. The wrapper is Nicaraguan, the filler is Nicaraguan, the binder is Nicaraguan, and the origin is Nicaraguan, which means this is a Nicaraguan puro. This is a 6x54. So I'm gonna get it cut and lit, and we'll start to smoke it. Right now on the wrapper, the smoke gun is just basically like hay, basically. So, yeah. Alright, so for my cutter, I'm using my XO cutter. I don't want to cut too much of this. Nice clean cut. A little resistance on the draw, probably because of the closed foot. So yeah, on the cold draw I'm getting cocoa and a little bit of like a coffee note almost. So I'm gonna go ahead and toast the foot and get started. So it's lighting right up. Alright, so to start, you get a really nice pepper and the chocolate. So I'll get further into this first third and I'll come back with any updates. Alright, so burn is okay. It does have a little dip in it right there. Let's see if it'll self-correct itself. I'm a little worried because it's kind of hot out here today, and I do see a few cracks in the wrapper, so I'm hoping it doesn't end up ruining the cigar. But now I'm getting like a really nice pepper on this, and that chocolate note with almost like a nice dark roasted coffee. So I'm gonna continue smoking into this first third, and I'll come back with any updates. Alright, so far in this first third, unfortunately, like I said, there was a crack in the wrapper and it's starting to unravel a little bit. Hoping that it could be fixed. We'll see what happens. But the burn is pretty good. It's really actually smoking smooth. I was worried that this was gonna be like a really overpowering cigar. The other Estaban Carreras I smoked was pretty strong, but this is still the first third, so we'll see what comes of it. But I'm really liking this pepper note. It's like a very light pepper. It's not too overpowering or anything like that. And the dark chocolate and coffee notes that I'm getting from this. Like I said, the smoke output is pretty good. The ash is holding on pretty decent right now. The burn line is still a little bit off, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm more worried about the wrapper. Hopefully, like I said, once I get up there, hopefully it'll just be able to be fixed. So I'm gonna continue smoking. Hope that it doesn't end up messing up this review, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so the ash is still pretty good. Like I said, the wrapper is a little bit damaged. I'm hoping once it gets to that little band, hopefully it can start to burn evenly and it won't affect the rest of the cigar. The ash is still holding on nice. Same notes, the little bit of pepper and the dark roasted chocolate with some chocolate in there. So, just a little quick update. Come back with the second third. Alright, so we're getting ready to start the second third and get into it a little bit. I just went ahead and tried to take off that one little piece that was messed up on the wrapper, so hopefully it will just continue to burn evenly. The burn is a little bit uneven, has a little notch right there, but I don't see it as an issue. As you can see, the ash is holding on pretty well. That coffee has turned into like an espresso almost, and even in the aroma, the aromatic that you get in the areas kind of smells like a coffee. I'm really enjoying the cigar. I was worried, like I said, I thought it was going to be a full-bodied. Right now it's definitely medium to mild. I'm pretty sure it's going to kick up a notch here in the second to third. So I'm going to continue smoking. I'll come back with any updates. It's a really good cigar. Alright, so quick update. I took the band off. Looks like we'll be okay. Ash is still holding on. Still getting that espresso, a little bit of that chocolate, and the pepper. It hasn't really went into full body yet. Still an excellent stick. I'm also now getting like a sweet spice to it, like a cooking spice of some sort. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's really nice, and it stays on the finish, and as well as like a little bit of like a woody note. So this cigar is definitely very tasty. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad that it's fixed, so that way it doesn't ruin the rest of the review. I won't really knock points on that because I'm not sure if it was given to me that way or if it was during the shipping that it was like maybe damaged. Like I said, it was just a small crack, and then like I said, the heat out here also probably helped to increase the cracks. I didn't notice it before until I started shooting, so I will not take points off of it for the wrapper being damaged. Like I said, I'm really enjoying it though. As you see, like I said, the ash is holding on. The burn is pretty straight now, so I'm gonna continue smoking. I'll come back with any updates. Alright, so we're midway through the second third. The burn is pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's definitely requiring no touch-ups or anything like that. That new flavor that was introduced in the second third, the sweet spice, is it's very pleasing. It's lasting on the finish, as well as the coffee that is still there, the little bit of pepper. Through the retrohale, it's not like burning your nostrils or anything like that. It's not tingling your nasal passages. It's just a nice pepper on it. That coffee espresso is still there, and that woodsy note is definitely still present. The cigar is still performing well. I'm really enjoying it, so I'll come back with the final third once I get into it and take off this band.
No, Thursday did it.
Alright, so this definitely just had a little strength kick here in this end of the second third, beginning of the final third. Picked up a notch. It's not in my head yet, but I could definitely feel something settled in where the strength just kind of picked up a little bit. So still a phenomenal cigar. I'm really enjoying this one, so thank you for sending this in again for review. I really do appreciate all the support people have been showing me, so thank you for that. Alright, so that sweet spice I'm getting on this, I'm no professional at this. This is just what it reminds me of when I'm smoking this. But I think it's like almost a cinnamon and brown sugar, but it's not a strong cinnamon or brown sugar. It's just a nice subtle note that's in there. So just a quick update. Alright, so we're in the final third. That pepper is still there. The espresso coffee note is still there. The woodsy note is there. That sweet spice, like I said, it's like a cinnamon and brown sugar, like a very subtle one though, and it's still there. It's very present. This cigar is performing excellent. Pretty decent burn. I did touch it up once because I just didn't want it to mess up in the final third. So I mean, I'm really enjoying this cigar. I don't have much bad to say about it, so I'm gonna continue smoking, and probably smoke it to about here maybe, and I'll come back with my final thoughts on the Estaban Carreras Chupacabra. Alright, so let's close this out. So for curb appeal, which is the way it draws your attention when you go into a B&M or online, for the point on that, I'm definitely gonna give it a full point. The cigar itself is very eye-pleasing, has that dark wrapper. The bands are pretty decent. So definitely full point for curb appeal. For the price, I believe this one goes for about $9.50 to about $10.50. So I mean, I enjoyed this cigar. I would pay that for this. So I'm gonna give it its full point on that. For construction, I'm definitely gonna give it its full point. Like I said, it's I'm pretty sure the person that rolled this didn't intend for there to be a crack in it, and like I said, it could have came from anywhere. I didn't notice it before until, like I said, I started to do the review. So I'm gonna give it its full point on that, even with that little bit of a, little dip at the end, but it's towards the end of the cigar. So I'm not gonna take away any points for that. So full point for construction. For the flavor, I'm gonna give it a half a point because it wasn't super complex. It did have good notes and it was consistent with the flavors that you were getting out of it. And I did enjoy all the flavors I did get out of it, but I just wish there was a little bit more. The strength didn't end up really staying very long. I would say it's a heavy medium to full, but I wouldn't say it's a full-bodied cigar. So I did give it a half a point for that. And then for my overall experience, like I said, my number one pet peeve when I'm smoking cigars, I don't want to have to worry about it. So unfortunately, because of the crack and because I did have to touch it up that one time, I'm going to give it a half a point because I don't, like I said, I just want to smoke my cigar and enjoy it. I don't really want to worry about it too much. So I'm giving it a half a point. So total points for this is 4 points, which means it's really good. And if I didn't have to worry about it, and if it didn't have that crack, I'm pretty sure it would have gotten a full 4.5 probably. Definitely an excellent cigar. Definitely go try it. It's definitely worth picking up and smoking. So I'll come back with a little bit more. I'm gonna smoke a little bit more of it because I'm really enjoying it. So. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in its grave, and the Estaban Carreras Chupacabra. Alright, you guys, so again, thank you for joining me for this review of the Chupacabra by Estaban Carreras. Please like the video. If you didn't like it, you can give it a thumbs down as well. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Please leave comments. I love hearing your guys' comments, and I will always answer every comment as soon as I possibly can. Thanks again just for rocking with me, man. Peace.